The New York Post.
Here we go again.
Harry and Meghan are in New York. He was at a bar last night. She did not accompany him, according to what I read. But this, Trader Joe, isn't this interesting?
Pretty clever headline.
As it turns out,
can use it a lot.
This is unrelated to the Hunter Biden laptop. But apparently, according to a couple of emails that one Democratic donor sent to another Democratic donor, Hunter Biden was pitching himself as a lobbyist for the Libyan government, essentially, but it's going to cost you $2 million to have Hunter work for you. This goes back to 2015.
So President
when,
Obama,
Joe Biden was vice president.
President Obama froze $30 billion in Libyan assets. Right. So these two donors will make 5% of whatever they can unfreeze.
Defrost.
That's right. So they allegedly, according to the insider emails, are reaching out to Hunter Biden, according to these emails, saying, we will pay you, or you will make $2 million. Well, we want you involved. Your dad's vice president. Can you help us unfreeze these assets?
One donor is talking to another donor
right.
about the good things and the bad things about Hunter Biden.
And they're saying he wants $2 million plus he wants success fees.
Right.
If we can unfreeze the money.
So this Democratic donor, Sam Johari, to the president, to former President Obama's donor named Sheikh Abadi El Rabbani. This is a little bit how this goes. Per our phone conversation, this is a good part. I met with the number 2 son, meaning Hunter. He wants $2 million per year, and here's why we should give it to him. He wants to hire his own people. It can be a close circle of people for confidentiality. His dad is deciding not to run. Now, the good news is, per conversation, that he has got a little bit of a background. He's worked in the UN World Food Program. He's a business partner with John Forbes Kerry's son. Of course, everybody knows. Hunter has been linked to Christopher Hines, as everybody knows. So he's got that experience and he's got that connections. So these are the bad part is he's also a alcoholic, a drug addict, and kicked out of the U.S. Army for cocaine use. And he chases low-class hookers, constantly needs money and liquidity problems. He has many more headaches, the email said. So that's the bad part of hiring Hunter. The good part is his dad.
His dad's
got connections, and his dad knows the president. And his dad, the president at the time was President Obama, and could unfreeze things. He's also got connections to China. Isn't this fascinating?
Here are the risks, but then there's a bigger reward.
Right.
Sure. Ultimately, they hired a different firm, did not hire Hunter and Chris Hines as well, and it does not appear that the Libya deal went ahead. Glenn Greenwald, the investigative reporter, has this observation about, who all's going to be talking about this story today.
The emails were authentic, and yet they lied and lied and lied, as you just showed, trying to convince people to not even pay attention to them on the grounds that they were disinformation. From this young reporter at Politico who spent months digging into all of these emails, and obviously had he unearthed proof that these emails were forgeries and put that in his book, he would be a star. But because his reporting said the opposite, he found even more proof that all those emails were authentic, which meant that these media outlets, all of them pretty much, with a few exceptions, deliberately lied to the public in the weeks before the election by telling them that this was Russian disinformation when they knew it wasn't true. They're ignoring his book. He's not a right-wing journalist. He's from one of the most mainstream publications. He has the proof in his hands that they all lied, and they don't want anyone to know it.
Politico, this guy's doing a book, and that's going to come out. Business Insider's doing a story, and that is out. Of course, The Intercept is also suddenly interested in this story, a newspaper he founded. It's now online. And I just ask you in this big question, they're really interested now in a story, and I just go back to those 50 intelligence agents that include Leon Panetta, John Brennan, Michael Hayden, and said, this is classic Russian disinformation. Right. What about their credibility for this? They looked at legitimate emails and said this is Russian disinformation. Every network dismissed it. The New York Post Twitter handle was frozen. If you retweeted it, you were frozen.
It's such a joke.
Like
imagine if this were Donald Trump's family.
Sure.
Imagine if his sons had done this. It would have been headlines forever. Right. It would have been on every network.
The New York Post talked